I am an American soldier, protector of the greatest nation on earth, sworn to uphold the Constitution of the United States. I will treat others with dignity and respect, and expect others to do the same. I will honor my country, the Army, my unit, and my fellow soldiers by living the Army values. No matter what situation I am in, I will never do anything for pleasure, profit, or personal safety which will disgrace my uniform, my unit, or my country. Lastly, I am proud of my country and its flag. I want to look back and say that I am proud to have served my country as a soldier. From its earliest history, the United States Army has relied upon a guidance system that is impelling. It is a system that must exist in the heart and soul of every soldier who serves. This system, this set of core values, will continue to guide the United States Army throughout the 21st century. Loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, personal courage. These are the values and future, whose attitudes, decisions, and actions perpetually redefine the reputation and heritage of the finest fighting force on earth.
Every day, hundreds of young men and women in this country begin a journey. It's a journey into a new way of life. Each of you has committed yourself to a transformation, from civilian to soldier, from individual to team member, from being passively to actively involved in the defense of our nation. Each of you has a different reason for enlisting. Or maybe you have several reasons for choosing the Army. But no matter why you're here, you probably have your own idea of what life in the Army will be like.
3 stop.
You feel that you've got a sense, at least, of what's ahead. But have you thought much about what you'll be like as a result of your commitment to the Army? Chances are you'll find yourself more confident, more physically fit, and yes, even more committed to the ethics and morals that strengthen us as Americans.
Throughout its long history, the United States Army has built a reputation as the finest fighting force in the world. You will now be looked upon to carry on the Army's rich heritage. During the American Revolution, the men who served in the Continental Army were simple citizens who believed in the fight for freedom. That tradition of citizens who willingly serve to protect our nation continues today. This nation trusts the United States Army to be its protector, to be there when our way of life is threatened. How did this reputation develop, and how does it continue? It is a result of the service and actions of the millions of men and women who made up the Army in the past and who sustain its rich heritage today. Every person who wore the uniform and those who wear it today have made the Army what it is. You are the Americans who are now stepping forward to serve.
In dedicating yourselves to carry on this rich tradition of Army heritage, each one of you assumes a weighty responsibility, and at the same time, you accept a tremendous challenge. At the heart of this country's strength and power are moral and ethical values, guidelines for living. While there are hundreds of positive values worthy of attention, a core set of values, 7 in particular, exemplify the ideal Army soldier. These values form the bedrock upon which the Army's strength of character is built. When you enlisted, you committed yourself to upholding these values. Many of you were raised with respect for these very concepts.
Yet in the same way that other aspects of your life change with your transition from civilian to soldier, so will your values. They will adjust to the perspective of a soldier's training, activities, and lifestyle. These values set us apart because one of the major requirements is that we live these values.
Sir, private side sock reporting is ordered.
Throughout our careers as soldiers, in uniform or civilian clothes. The values that make a Medal of Honor recipient are developed in the intimate choices of everyday living. The Army's core values provide a direction, a guidance system that you can turn to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. These values develop into a solid foundation for the questions, decisions, and actions that you will encounter both now and later in life. As you are already well aware, these 7 values can be summarized in a few well-chosen words. Your values card identifies these values and their meaning.
Loyalty. Bear true faith and allegiance to the United States Constitution, the Army, your unit, and other soldiers.
Duty. Fulfill your obligations.
Respect. Treat others as they should be treated.
Selfless service. Put the welfare of the nation, the Army, and your subordinates before your own.
Honor. Live up to all the Army values.
Integrity. Do what's right, legally and morally.
Personal courage. Face fear, danger, or adversity, physical or moral.
To help recall these values, think of leadership, loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Remember, leadership. These values will always be close at hand. As you train to drill in precision, to shoot with accuracy,
You okay? I'm fine. Keep going, keep going.
to function as a member of a team, you will also have the opportunity to practice proficiency in each of these values. Values training is much more than learning definitions. It is experiencing the use of these 7 Army values in every aspect of your life as a soldier. All 7 values interrelate. As you consciously exercise one, you find others coming into play. And this values awareness you gain is just the beginning of the further growth and strengthening of ethics that will continue throughout your military career and life. Living by the Army's core values makes us different. We are a team, committed to working together, morally and ethically, to accomplish our mission.
Our careers in the military are filled with many choices, split-second decisions. We make these decisions as soldiers of the United States Army.
Don't even stop. Just keep going. Go, let's go.
Your training will include preparation for these moments of truth. In the same way that every soldier will be skilled in combat, so will you be prepared for choices which must be made, actions which must be taken. And whenever those moments come, each and every one of you should be prepared to perform with the assurance and integrity of the soldier that you have become. You have taken on the responsibility of becoming one member of the finest fighting force on earth. On a daily basis, you sustain the Army with every decision, every action that you take.